everybody, and how are you? I hope you're all alright and you had a great day yesterday. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. Right guys, today before I start again, I just want to wish all the new subscribers a big welcome and thank you for subscribing to my channel. And also I want to thank all the people that last night, or should I say when I got up this morning, I read a lot of messages and I replied to them all. To Teresa from Northern Ireland, welcome Teresa, and thank you so much for your message. It was wonderful and very heartwarming as well for you to say that I inspire you. And also my regular people who comment: Sandra, Julie Johnson, Jenny Boyce, and my dear friend, of course, Julie Hodgkins. I just want to say thank you so much for all your regular comments. It's very touching. And I also woke up this morning too. I was in, what was it, about a couple of weeks ago, 350 something subscribers. Oh my goodness, I woke up this morning, 401. Oh my gosh, it was like Christmas. Thank you all so much. It's really touched my heart and it's really made me feel that I'm inspiring you all and I'm helping you all to create your wonderful, wonderful flower arrangements. Right, today we're going to do another swag only because my feathers have arrived. And you know me guys, I like to play with my stuff as soon as they arrive. And it's all black and gold today. Even the swag is in black. So I'll show you the swag, and I've already put the ribbon on. The first ribbon, I've done 6 loops of plain black at 6 inch. The gold ribbon is sparkly and I've done that at 5 inch loops, but only 4 of them. And then I've got a silk ribbon which isn't wired and it's only, I think, oh, I've got a piece here, let me measure. Half an inch. So, and that's not wired, but that is in black and gold. So, I'm going to show you. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the black and gold with the love hearts on. Oh my goodness. I just had to, guys. And the reason being is because this swag I made, well I didn't make it. I'm not that good. I got it off a Christmas tree, an artificial Christmas tree. When you get them in either 2 or 3 parts, this is the top part. And all I did was bring everything around to the front, so it is plain around the back. And I'll show you. And I've flattened it so they're all brought forward, all the spruce. And there is the main spine. And this, where I've got my, oh gosh, go on, say it, rope, that's it. Where I've got my rope attached, that is on a piece of metal that sits in to the next piece of the tree that comes below it. And that's all I've done, guys. So, it's in black and gold. And with it being from the Christmas tree, it is a very, very fluffy. Lots of spruces on it as well. So that's our swag. Let's get on to our feathers. I've got two different sorts of feathers. They're not huge feathers. I didn't want big. First of all, I'll go to the little ones. And I've already put picks on them all, even though I may not use them all, but I've gone and put picks on. There's the first one. It's tiny, but black and gold tip. And I thought, oh my goodness, that is lovely. So I have got a bunch of them. I don't know how many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 20. 20 of those. Now I haven't got 20 of the others. And are you ready for these? These are slightly bigger. Look at those, aren't they delightful? When I spotted them, I had to have them. And I thought they are beautiful. So I think there's only 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there's 10 of those. And I thought, oh my goodness, we're gonna have to put these in as well. So there's my feathers. And I've got out, whoops, some have come out of the elastic band. Some gold fern, where it's got 3 little ferns on each stem. And I thought they also would look beautiful in it. We're only having one piece of greenery that is in the colour green. The rest is black and gold. So that is some of our fern. Then I decided I'm going to use some of our palm. So I've got out some palm in gold as well. And they're all of them that I can see, I think, apart from one, are the same shade gold. And then I've not used these yet. I've had them for a while, but I've not used them. But I've got these. They come on, I think one stem. They still even got the tape around the bottom. But we've got these where, with any luck, we can just bring those out and manipulate those into a shape to make it look divine. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm looking forward to this black and gold because I think it looks wonderful. Now, I have got my gold roses out, but at the same time, I've also got my cream ones out with the gold tips. I can't make my mind up when I was looking which ones to go for. It may more than likely be these, but I've got them both out just to be on the safe side. And of course, guys, you know me, my wispy berries on the twiggy glittery stems. And I thought, again, let's get some movement going in it. I've also got out, I didn't want too much black because the swag is black, but I did get out some of our ruscus in black. So I've got, I think, 6 stems here. I thought I'd got 7 out, but 6 stems anyway of the black ruscus. So we're going to put those in as well, coming from out the side also. And with the black, I've also got out my black fern. I thought we need a bigger leaf, something what's going to blend in with the swag instead of having the green. I could have had the gold in those, so I may still even use the gold. I want to see how they will look against it. I have got my conifer out. I've chopped bits off and then just kept one stem because I'm not sure that I'm going to use it all. So I've got these few out. and I want to add a bit of green for all the black, especially if there's going to be black foam coming out from the side to bounce off of it. So that's those. And I have got 3 of these out as well in the gold. I thought we may use those also and incorporate those into it to make it look beautiful as well. Now I have got some little gold roses, what I had left from yesterday, and I thought we could incorporate some of those as well around the centre because they're only small and they would look lovely. Oh, I'm dead excited now. I don't know about these because they are a different shade of gold. These are more like a tan. So I'm not sure about these. I've looked at them and I am doubting it. So I always say, if in doubt, leave it out. It's just not the colour of the roses and that. So I'm not really, I don't think I'm going to put those in. And what do we need at Christmas time? Some holly. So I've got out a holly stem and I thought we'll use one of those and we may put bits of holly in and cut it into little pieces as well and dot them around also. And finally, oh guys, these are lovely. Again, I've not used these. Not recently anyway. I have used them for a customer, but not on a video. But I have got, if I can, you have to try and open the leaf. But that is the leaf of each of them. Quite airy and wispy, so you can see through them. And I thought they would perhaps look nice also dotted around the side. So that's what we've got today. I'm not going to use those. I'm doubting it, so we'll keep them out. So let's get it all down here and bring this here. And I have my cup of coffee. So, oh my goodness, I am looking forward to this. So I want to be placing in my conifer to start with because I want this in the background because I don't want it up front here. I want it just in the background, sitting behind everything. Because then if we decide to use, I've cut one down, well this is an oddman. If we decide to use these in front, at least it's got a backdrop to bounce off of. Because I want it to be, as you can see, mainly blacks and gold. So guys, you excited? I am. So let's get our first one in, and I am gluing these either to the spruce or the main spine. So we're going to start at the top. Oh, I looked at the video yesterday. You couldn't see the top. So I've tried to make sure today that you can. So I've moved the camera back a bit so you can actually hopefully see the top of it. So again, I don't want these sticking out too far. Oh, some have only got 2 on. Oh, that's odd. And the green always looks beautiful against black. Just make sure that comes down there. And again, we're doing, oh, my gosh, I must have a dud bunch. Let's glue that back on. Let's have a look. Another one. Oh my good gracious me. I'll have to use those oddments. And again, what we are doing is we are coming down into that V shape. Like I explained yesterday, think of it as your shoulders, where the widest point, coming down to your waistline. That's a simpler way to remember it. And we'll bring one in here. Doesn't the black look lovely on the green? I didn't even show my sister-in-law this one either, because she'll want this one. I think it's around here. Oops, daisy. Yeah. Now I've got those oddments, I could use those around the bottom, because some have only got one. That's got two, that's got two. So we'll do two, two, and then one. I think. Yeah. What shall I put? Two at the bottom, or maybe three. I may put two because I've got the gap here. Oops. I could just put one on its own. Like that. So let's do that. Glue these in together. So I'm just going under. These will touch the surface is because my easel won't go up any higher. I have got an easel that I can put on the floor. But when I do use that, it seems to be slightly uncomfortable because it's not tall, so I'm bending down to get to the bottom. Let's just have a look. Oh, look at the green on that black. So I don't need that. That's the only trouble with the silk ribbons, but I knew I'd got it, but I just wanted to use it. That they flop. They don't sit upright like the gold one and the black. They just flop down. So if you're going to use silk in the centre, make it smaller. Don't do it as big as these. That's why I've gone 4 there, because I knew if I'd gone 5 or 6 inch loops, it's just going to flop and it's not going to look good. So I tried to do 4 to give it some, hopefully, lift, but it's done it a little bit. So I do try to be careful with using it. Let's get the black fern. Let's have a look. Do I not use that and use that instead? I think it'll be that. Got an off cut here. Oh, I've got 2. Oh, that's handy. I think it's going to be that. I think the black fern, if you look at the black fern, it's hidden against the spruce and the swag. It's just hidden. It's not showing up very well. And that's not what I want. So I don't mind putting the odd bit of these sticking out because they're thin. But with those being wider, if you can see, it's just, it doesn't sit well. Now with these being airy, they sit better. So I don't think I'm going to use those. I'll keep them at the side just to be on the safe side. So I want one there. Oops. So let's try and make it sit very much similar to this one. So I don't want that one up there. That is way too long. So I'm going to cut and then pull some off. Oops, I've got a stringy bit. Let me just turn it around, guys. I'm standing on my tippy toes. Let's just see. Just going to take 2 off of the bottom of the stem. You could even, if you wanted to save these, and dot these around. So I may put those aside. Again, I'm just placing these in. And even though these haven't got any point on, I don't mind using those coming down at the bottom. I don't want to be wasting them. if I place them and then I'll show you. Turn it around in a moment, everybody. They will go in a little bit more, it's just that's how I'm placing them. Doesn't it look nice against the black? Oh, I think it looks wonderful. Oh my goodness, I don't think I'm going to need these. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I've got to stop running before I can walk. Oh, I'm looking forward to putting the feathers in. I will say that. And again, with these, I'm just going to glue them and just dot them around, in and around. So I'm going to save those. I have done black and gold before, but again, I've not done it where I've had feathers in. That's starting to go cold. Oh my good gracious me. Bring those there. So, just wondering whether to just cut one smaller. Or one moment, everybody. Let me just see if I can do something. I will try anything. Just going to dip that in a bit of glue, not too much. Stick it on there. And stick that one on top as well. If you really do want the point, I'm going to see if I can do it this way. That one's just drooping a little. Oh gosh, guys. All I've done with the little bits that I've pulled off from the bottom, let me just put that back there. As you can see, there's a big V in the centre. Let me get 3. And I've dipped it in the glue, not too much because I don't want the glue being everywhere. And then where the centre point is, I've put that one at an angle. and stuck it on the stem like that. Then I've got another piece and gone on the other side, on the right hand side, stuck it on top of the one I've just placed on, pressed it down, just take that little bit of glue, and then I've got the third piece where I'm now going to go in the middle. I'm putting the glue on the underside because I don't want it on the top. And then I've gone on there in the centre, press that down as well. Let me just get that little bit of glue what's seeped out. Look. So now you have your point. Waste not, want not. That's it if you really prefer to have the point. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like the point. So, glue some on top of each other. So then that one, I'll just place that one back there. I'll get the other one. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3. Oh, just enough. So I'm going to do it on all of them now I've started. So, again, I'm going in on the main stem and I'm just pressing it down. A little bit of glue seeped out there. Then I'm not dipping it in the glue. When I'm putting it on the glue, I'm sliding it on top of the glue like that. By dipping it in, you're going to get it on both sides. So I'm sliding it along the top of the glue in the glue pan, so it just catches the underside. So then I'm going to go on the opposite side, and again I'm sliding it on top of the glue pan where the glue is, and then I'm going to stick it on top of that one in the centre, so it's got the point. There may be a bit of glue that seeps out. Again, just wipe it off. Hold this with your thumb where you've just glued it and just pull that glue off, or wipe it off should I say. So then you've got that. So then that's that one. Where did that one go? Oh, this side. So I'll just place that there a moment. I'll get the last one and I'm going to do the same. Again, slide it on top. Make sure that the top part of it doesn't go under. And again, put that one on the main stem, leaning to the left or right, whichever way you're going to do it. So a little bit of glue. And then get the other one. Then go to the opposite side, but go on top of the one that you've just glued down. And the last one. go in the centre. And again, hold it with your thumb and finger, and if there's any glue seeped out, just take it off. So then you have it all full. So there you go. So then they will all look the same. Isn't that wonderful? Right then, so we've put those in, so let's go around and pop these in. And as I'm coming down, I'm pushing pushing these in. I don't think I've done that one. No, I'm pushing them in further as I go down. They're wider at the top, and again, as I'm going down, I'm pushing these further in to keep that V. So I've just noticed I've missed one. So let me just quickly get this one done. Right, there's that one. So we're going here, and now because I'm coming down to the V, I'm pushing this one further in. So as you can see, it's starting to come inwards. And I'm going in front of the conifer. Just move it this side. Oh, that's come off. I will stick those on. Oh, there's me. I've just thought I'd come up with a new invention. Don't worry, it's not going to defeat me, guys. Keep at it, it will do it. So then, I'll just put a little bit more glue on. And stick it onto the centre. There we have it. I'll just and if it doesn't work, then I'll staple it on. I think around here. I have to have a look. So why do I... I think that one needs to go in a bit. So I'm going to pull at that one and get that one out. Right, that's not staying on. So I'm going to staple it on. It's not going to come off now. Okay, I won't let nothing defeat me. So I'm going to push this one in a little bit further because again we're coming downwards. So there we have it. So I'm going to put, I don't think I want them that long. No, I don't want them that long. Another one. So I'm getting the black ruscus. I'm going behind the palm. So you'll see it behind the palm. I could actually go there. Yeah, I'll go there. I'll go behind the conifer instead. I'll do it. And I'm going to go just there. Just have a look. Yeah. I'm going to save those bits. So I'm going to bring one there. One on the opposite side. I'm going to bring that one at the bottom. Let me see what they look like, the bigger ones. No, the bigger ones look daft. Look at those. No, I'm going to just put those in because the feathers are going to fill in there. So I'm going to save those. So let me just, do I go down further? I can't make my mind up whether to go down a bit further. No, because it's bringing it out. It's not bringing it back in to that V. So these are going to have to go here. Again, I don't want them out too much. Let's go under there. Oops. Oh my good gracious me, what was that? Oh, the hook's come off. Oh, I say, the hook has come off. Oh, I kid you not, guys, I am so heavy-handed. Right. Let's get... Wow. I can't believe that. Right, so what I'm doing, I'm going to thread it underneath. Underneath one of the spruces. Oh dear. There we go. It shouldn't come off now. I'm stronger than I think. Where's that other piece of ribbon? Here. I can't get over that. Well, what can I say? Oh, well, it's all sorted. There we go. You wouldn't even know that, so anything happened there. So I've got those just four pieces up at the top. One, two, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. Da, 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 da. One at the bottom. I don't want to put these in just yet. I know where I'm putting them, but I have got other things I want to get in. I mean, look at those. some of these are going to go in the centre around here. Even if I just take one off and have it like that, because of the black behind it, oh my goodness, it just bounces off. But what I wanted to do, oh my gosh, I am so clumsy. Right, where's that leaf come from? Glue it on. Do you have the clumsy moments? I sure do. Manipulate that. Let me just, I don't trust that one. No, I don't think so. I can feel, and I can, by looking as well sometimes, I can see they just don't look secure. So, let's see what we're going to do with these. I don't want it too spiky. You see, I don't want too much spike around the side. So even if I put the curved ones in, because even if I put these in, it's more spikiness. I mean, they're quite nice, but these are really big. By placing them there, oh, it looks a mess. Excuse the way I say it, but it does. It looks messy. It just doesn't look like I've thought about the placement. It's just like, oh, I'll put that there, and oh, I'll put that there. No, too much spikiness can, you know, can not just devalue it, but also, oh, I can't think of the word, but basically make it look unprofessional. Now, if I would have placed those there in the first place, then they may have been okay. But I'm not putting these around the side because of that reason. It makes it look unprofessional. It doesn't make it look like you've thought about your placement and you've just thought, yeah, I'll put that one there. So no. If I put anything, let me just take that off. Because it's a different shape as well. Oh gosh, that's quite long. You'd want something like that, something round. Because you've got spiky, mix it with something softer on the edges, and that will make it look much better. And even, in fact, bring it slightly in, not on the same level as the spike, you know, as your palm. Just bring it slightly in, so it's got like a 3D effect. Again, and just bring that in. You could even bring them here. If you still wanted something around the edge, because I've got my feathers, let me just place that there. I want those. Like that. Oh my goodness. If you get what I'm trying to say, and bring these to give it more of a fuller piece, like that. And as I'd on the top, I'd probably put some odd little ones. I'm not just going to place all the big ones. So, you know, on some parts I may put one of the big ones, or a few down here. And, you know, just around here. I can just could easily then put a smaller one in between. I have to be careful with these because, as you know, all feathers, you touch them and they go out of shape so easily. Like I touched that one there and it's now formed it misshaped. So then just trying not to move anything, and you can do that. But again with these, because look here, I've touched it, so I do try to just rub my finger up where I've touched it and try and push it back into place, and then it goes like that, just by rubbing gently, not vigorously, because you rub vigorously then you're going to part all the rest of the feather. Just do it gently. So what I want to do, let's just get those out, because I don't want to bash into them and spoil them. So if I show you what I want to do with these, and again, you don't have to have them long. Oh, there's a feather there. I don't think I'm going to put these in. And then go back this side. I could even place one up at the top. Let me just... I'm just going to place it in. It's not going to sit how I'd like it, but if you get what I'm trying to say, by just adding the round shape of the leaf, even with one in the middle or two in the middle, just by bringing that in, then that softens it up as well. Let me put these out of the way because I really don't want to use those. Now then, because it's too much spikiness. So yeah, by doing that, I could even have as well, because I've got one here, one here, I've got one in the centre, so I could bring one here. So what I'm trying to do is a zigzag. If you can see, I mean, that's the start of the zigzag. So then you can bring it here. Oops. And then you can have, if I get another one, I mean, they're all different sizes, so I'm taking into consideration the size. I don't want all big next to each other. So you've got that's the biggest. So I've put that to one side, the medium one here, the small one there. So because you've got two big ones at the bottom, I don't want to place another big one at the bottom. So I would place then a smaller one on there. So you're going there to there to there, and you're going to, that is just the center point. Then you go over there, and then you go in here, here, here. So it's going like that all the way up, and that will balance it out for you. I don't need this one because that's plenty. I just put a band around it. So then that will give it your balance. So that's them finished with. So we're going to glue those in the position that I've placed them. And again, with the roundness of it, it's softening it up. It's not looking too spiky. So let's get those in, because I'm not trying to cover the whole of the black swag. I do want to see the black because I want to see the colours bounce off of the black. And if I'm hiding it, then you're not going to get that effect. And I'm not putting them all the same position, if you know what I mean. I'm not having them all that way or that way. I'm having them all different sides. Oh, I've got a bit of glue string on that. So they're not all the same. And then that one in the centre. See, that one's facing slanted like that. I'm bringing this one so it's just facing down. Because by doing that, it's giving it movement. And take into consideration your spacing as well. Don't have them too close to each other. And that one at the top. And I'm gluing these on, some of them onto the spruce itself. And then some are, like this one is on to the spine. But the rest of them are all glued onto the spruce. Right, so let's start with our because I've got more in these, we'll use more of these. So again, what I'm going to do with these, I've got a gap here, so I want to place this just popping up there. I'm going to do the same on this side. Let me just turn it around, everybody. Let me do that one again. I'm going to put 2 bigger ones on the widest point. Trying to look for some that is, that's it. That's leaning the opposite direction. Let's just have a look, because I don't want it to look like it's got bat wings. That one does. So, yeah, we need a bigger one at the top. I may have to cut that a bit shorter. Right, I'm going to place these in. I can hear my cat on the roof. What time? Well, they usually come around between 3 o'clock onwards to let me know it's not long now before the food. I'm placing these so then I can show you what I've done. Have we got a smaller, big one? Oh, let me just stand that. I think these big ones look too big. So if I replace those with smaller ones, just kept the 3 big ones up at the top. And one at the bottom. I think then that would blend it in a bit better. Yeah, I can see it straight away. I wonder if I need one at the bottom as well. I know I've got a big one at the bottom, but let's just see. Yeah. So if you can see, I've kept the 3 bigger ones at the top with the main point and then at the broadest part. And then as I've come down, I've used the more delicate ones, the smaller ones, with the tip coming down to the point. And I think that looks better than having where I tried to see what it looked like with 2 big ones at the side, because then it was widening the narrower, you know, the point where we're starting to go narrow. It was bringing it out, so then I would have had to carry that on going down. So by taking that out and putting the smaller one in, and plus it's slimmer, it's bringing it down to your narrow point again. So these we don't need. So I'm going to place all those feathers in. And what I'm going to do with the feathers, because I do this, if I get now, I keep a piece of little wood in where my elastic band is to keep the feathers from bending over. And it's just a little piece of wood. So when they go in my box, I don't place them in free like that. I place them in something to protect them from getting opened. Oh, I forgot the other bag as well. From getting them open and being destroyed by other things. So I will place another wood that I attach. And I only do this with the feathers, with these sort of feathers, by putting, I haven't got a long enough piece of wood, this thin anyway. So I just attach, if I can get it round, yeah. I attach the wood like that, so it gives the feathers support behind. Then I place them in a small bag. It could be a sandwich bag, you know, put your food in, anything like that. And then I place them in here. It keeps them together. It keeps them, you know, nice and neat, and getting damaged from any other feathers, that, because I put all my feathers in one bucket, so getting damaged from any other feathers that I've got with them. So now we've done that and we've decided we don't want those now, and we're going to place these in. So I have put those in, haven't I? Have I not? Oh, I pulled it off. I had put it in, but I decided to pull it off. Oh, silly me. Silly me. Let's glue it back in. Oh. Around there, I think it was. So we are here. And again, all I'm doing with these is gluing them on to the spruce. And as I come down, I'm shortening the stem. I don't want it as long because I want to keep that V shape coming in. As you can see, that is slightly, not much, only about ½ an inch in than what the one above it is. Right, where did I put that? I found that. Again, that one's coming in. The reason I cut the stems short as I come down is because it's more narrow at the bottom. You don't need that lengthy stem, because it's going to go through the opposite side if you keep a lengthy stem. I'll just turn it this way. So there you go. And again, I don't think I've got one loose here. No, they don't go right. They don't sit right either, so they can go back. So, oh, I forgot I'll put that back. I can't leave it out. Oh my goodness. There we have it. Right, we've got our wispy bits. And let's just look. Let me turn it. Again, I don't, on this one, I don't want to overload it. No. Believe it or not, guys, no. So, we're going to get our roses in. I want one up there. If I can find the way through. I want one there. I'm going to place these as well. One there. One there. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. Now that's where the roses are going to sit. Again, I've done exactly the same as I did with these. In a zigzag, so from the top point in the centre I start. So it's from there, then you go to your right, left, right, left, right, left, until you get to the end. You don't have to put one in the centre there because that is just off centre. But I like to start with one when I do this in the zigzag at the top, and I try to get in 7 because it's quite a long swag. But if you only want 5, then just spread them out a bit more, you know, with a bit more space in between them all. Again, I've thought about my spacing by starting here, then I've took it across there, thumb and finger, then thumb and finger again there, thumb and finger, thumb and finger, thumb and finger, thumb and finger. So if you measure it, not with your forefinger, with your centre finger, with your middle finger, and you just do it like that. And there's your spacing, like that. And they're sitting all there in the correct position. And then they're all balanced. If you've got something longer, then keep going with your flowers. You know, if it was down here, then I would have gone on this side, and then I would have brought another one down below that. So I've got an odd number of flowers. You can use even if that's what you prefer, but I like to use odd, because to me it becomes more balanced and more placed, and also when you're spacing it as well, then it looks like you've spaced it correctly and it's all balanced equally. So that is what we're going on, where we're going to place those. I'm not putting these in, guys. If I show you, this spoils it. As much as I love my wispy bits, because we've got these, and then we've got these spiky bits and our lovely feathers, if I place something here, it just don't look right. It might look right, should I say. That's the wrong word, sorry. It looks nice, but I'm trying to keep it in an elegant look. I'm not saying that these aren't elegant, but I'm trying to keep it in a nice elegant look, to the point of where there's no funkiness, so to speak, in it. Because by adding those, it will only give the funkiness. Then that means you've got to bring another one around down here, and so on, and then go around. And that will take off the look that we have at the moment. So I'm not putting those in today. And again, I've still got, I'm not putting these in either. They're too long as well. I could easily place one there, but I've got my feathers. It's my feathers that what I wanted to be seen. These will take that look away again. So we don't want that. And then I have my little roses. Now I could easily, with my little roses as well, if I just pull one off, I could dot those around, because they're tiny. And by just dotting those in a zigzag position as well, so where you've gone with your bigger roses here, then you go here, then there's a space in between here. So then you place your tiny rose in between, if I can get it to sit still, in between there. And then there's a space here in between this triangular position here. So then you'd place one there, and so on. And then again, you use these as your triangular position. There's a space, so you'd place one around here. I can't actually see that side, but it's in there. Ooh. And then this is your triangular position. So you'd put one there. And then I'd put one to finish up there. So that is how you'd put your tiny roses in the spaces. I mean, you could easily finish it off and put another one on the top there. And then also you've got these here. You could place one down here just to give it a bit of floral at the bottom. So that is how that looks. And I think we'll do it like that. So we don't need those. And I don't think we're going to put these in either. Again, I don't want to take off that look, even though they do look pretty. Let me just, because we have got this holly. Now, do I place the holly? No, I can tell it straight away. We don't need the holly. I could cut the little feathery bits off and just add those in. Just as again, as a bit of decor. I don't want the bigger ones. So you've got one there, so you'd want one here. I bring it on this side in a zigzag as well. So you're going there, 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 and that's how you'd work with those. But I don't want to overpower it. It may actually look quite nice with the smaller ones in. I don't want anything else around the side. Usually I would bring things out and make it, you know, but I want the focal point to be in the centre where the bow is and all the way down to the tip. On this occasion, it's not like me, but again, this is a totally different look to what I usually do. I like to go for the wild, but again, I'm not doing wild. I'm trying to keep it in an elegant look. So, before we go any further and put those in, let's get our roses in. And these, again, I could just there. And because these have got no stems on at all, I am gluing these on to the bow. So I'm going to work my way down with the big bow, roses and the small roses. So then we've got one here. And then across here. I feel like I keep moving. And that one. There. That's in. That one. So if you're going to do anything like this, place all your things in first, because you want to get that space in correct. So that's the reason I always, when I do a lot of work, especially for my customers as well, I place things. If they're asking for something that I very rarely do, then I will place things, because I'd rather be sure that the spacing looks correct, and also that I know the customer will be happy. I mean, don't get me wrong, once it's in, you can remove it, you know, that's okay, but would you rather remove it? This is what my tutor years ago used to say, would you rather remove it and then have to remove all the glue and everything like that, or would you rather get it right the first time? So I used to say, oh, I don't want to keep removing glue. Then she used to say, well, then you start doing, you know, place your things. Place them before you do anything. And she's right. It does help a lot. I'm not saying you've got to do it, guys. I'm just saying it helps a lot. It really does. Because if you think, oh gosh, that I've made a mistake, well, you've not glued it in, have you? So you can just take it out and replace it. So, but once you've glued it in, then it's a different matter. You've got to take it out. Right, so now all those are placed in. So I've cut down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want 6, I want 7 or more, or 9. So there's 7. So with these little pieces of fern, I could easily just dot a few round here, but they're gonna be sunk inside, and I don't want that. Let me just get that. That's better. So what I'm going to do with these, again, I'm going to place them again. I feel like today, I feel like I'm your tutor. Sorry guys, I don't mean to come across that I'm telling you what to do, or, you know, I just want the best for you, that's all. And I just want to give you all the advice I can to try and make it easier and more understandable for yourselves. Nothing more. Because I know what it's like. It can be sometimes, you know, confusing. So I'd rather, you know, give you those little tips and things like that to help you along, to make it much easier for yourselves. So again, with these, now I'm going to bring one down there. Now I'm going to cross there, I'm going across here. So I want to bring, I can sit it without them moving. One there. And if I need more, then I will place more in. Again, I'm looking for a similar width between each other. And I go with this and my thumb, my middle finger and my thumb. So there you have it, there you have it. So then I'll come across here to place the next one. So that will go around there. And then again, up here. Oops, is it wrong way round? No, it wasn't. So there, so there. So we've got a loop there. So just place that there. I know how it's got to sit, but I'm just going to place that there. And that's one where the rose is. Let's get 7. I'm going to place one there because it's needing something there. 8. 9. So there's your 9. And again, odd numbers. So because they're tiny as well, by placing those 9 in, they're also balanced. It doesn't mean to say that you had 7 of the others, you must stick to 7. Or if you have 5, you must stick to 5. No. All I'm saying is, if you're working in odd numbers, you can have 5 of one item, 7 roses, 9 of the little ferns. It's all odd numbers and they will all be balanced. So we're going to get those in now. And again, we're just going to dip them in and stick them on a spruce. There. One sits there. With that a little bit. Behind the rose. Just come around here. And there you have it. And let me just come around and have a look. Right, those 2 big feathers. Now they are irritating me. They stuck out at a horizontal position. I don't want them hanging at a horizontal position. So let's bend them. That's one. That's why I have put picks in, because I know feathers, you can't bend them. And I think I'm going to have to lift them. do I swap them for the smaller ones instead? As much as they are beautiful, yeah. I'm going to keep in with the smaller ones because there's all smaller ones. I think the smaller ones will look much better. I'll keep the big one at the top. It's just here. If I can get it out. So that's there. And I think you'll agree once you see it. That's that one. Oh gosh. I have to take the glue off of that. In fact, I'll just cut the bottom. Same with that. And again, that's another thing I always, suggest. What would be good for you is if you stand back. Once you feel that you've finished, stand back, guys. Have a look, because when you stand back, you will find something may not look right. Right, the one on the right is not so seen to as much. So I'm going to place that there. And I will keep coming out until it's at that angle. There you go. That's much better. Oh yeah. So I'm not using the bigger ones. We'll place those back. It's just, I've got the bigger ones, one at the top. So that is my starting point, as I say. So I've made my own starting point by placing the bigger feather there, and then just carried on with the smaller feathers below. And I think these look pretty because they've got the gold tip. So let me just get all these back in here. Oh my goodness. I ought to get a bigger bag really, but I've got this small bag because it keeps them in one place. If I had a bigger bag, they'd be moving all around in the bag. Hence the reason I've got a small thin bag. There we go. I'm going to put those, I'm going to use these on something else that I'm doing, so they can go in that box. My goodness, put those on there so I don't forget those. So guys, that is what we have done for today. I have been buzzing and dying to use those feathers. Couldn't wait. And I hope you all agree. Black and gold looks beautiful. I think it's stunning. So I'm going to bring it close. I'm going to bring it closer, guys. because I have been forgetting to do it. So I am going to bring it up to the camera. Let's bring it. So, I don't know where to hold it now. There we go. Right, at the top, you can see the feather. That beautiful, lovely black and gold feather. And that is what our focal point at the top is. And then you have your bow where you've got your plain black, then your sparkly, and then your love art. And all I've done with that, I've made the bow with the long tail ends. I've brought the tail ends from the top down to the bottom as well. And then I've wrapped them around here, a piece of spruce to form that curve here. That's all I've done. And I've done it on the opposite side as well, but slightly shorter. So then you have, I don't know what these are called, but they're beautiful. You have those along with your beautiful gold and black little feather and your conifer, just a bit of black greenery, and your gold roses, oops-a-daisy, and your little gold fern, and then some little mini gold roses as well, going all the way down and bringing it into that V shape at the bottom, if you can see as well. So that is what we've done. Doesn't that look fabulous up close? If I just bring it out here, I don't know if you can see, I can't see the camera, but just like that. So if you've got a black spruce or even a different colour, try and match in the colour of your spruce. If you've got a green, you can make wonderful green things. But I was just itching to do a black and gold. I've done black and silver, I've done black and white, and I just wanted to do a black and gold. So I thought, why not? I've got the feathers, let's do it. Again, it's a pity that this ribbon doesn't sit because it's got no wire, but overall I think that looks fabulous. So if you enjoyed that, give us a thumbs up, and also please share and subscribe and like as well, and give us a little comment on what you think. And again, if you've got something along the lines, whether it be a pink swag, I've had pink swags before, and do something all in pink to mimic the colour, and oh, it'll be lovely guys, because I know you're all wonderful and I know you can all do it, and I know you're just fabulous. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. I won't be here over the weekend. Again, I am going to be doing, I've got some work to do, and plus I am going to be having the weekends off from doing the videos, but to catch up on other things that I've got to do concerning not just my work here, but housework as well. So I think I've just left that aside a little bit, but it won't take me long to get back on track. So again, I won't be doing weekends. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care, and I'll see you on Monday. And all the best. Bye.